Then you see him get into this fade on camera.
Okay.
Makes no jumper
so
history.
then, okay, we go to the Kelpy situation. All right. Well, me, it was two things about that to me. One was, the things that I taught him. Yes, this is what you're supposed to do. This is how you're supposed to react. This is why you was in, gladiator school all these years. Second, I also told him, just like when he came back, I'm the one of the ones who told him, was like, bro, this your job. This is a professional, and we all have jobs and settings and things. I run a print shop. I have to deal with the public a lot. You feel me? So it's a lot of times that I want to strangle a motherfucker to death, but I can't. You dig? Because it's just like the business aspect of me. But guess what? He's still young. Like when I was his age, oh, niggas gonna get fucked up the same way.
Right.
When I was his age, but now I know, like, you know what? I try to, we call it true sock, because the term woo-sa, when you're trying to get your shit, woo-sa. Or my brother name is True, so when he passed away, a little over a year and a half ago, our family, we created the term. It's called true side. So we already know when it's going down, you got a true side. So now I true side myself. You feel me? I just get into that zone where it's just like, nah, we not tripping. Just let the shit be. But like how he said on the second interview, either way he lose. If he don't do nothing, because one thing that y'all got to remember is this. This is Almighty Suspect, the rapper. He not just like, commentating, being a blogger, and like he's a rapper too. So we can look at the history of rappers in the past 10 years, how they get treated, these young rappers. They victims, no matter what. And that's why I was saying earlier, you got to let these young dudes do their thing. When we was young, it was dangerous, but people looked at rapping in a different way, and you were MC. Like, we used to rock these big-ass dookie ropes on the bus stop, and yeah, sometimes people would try to get at us, but it was just because they was just out looking for trouble anyway. It wasn't like people were actively hunting us down. It wasn't even like that, though. Like, you have to be more gangbang oriented for these things to take place. Now it seems like they just want to victimize rappers, which I don't really like that, because it's just like, yo, you got to let these dudes do their thing, and you got to let them live. So when I seen that thing with Kelpy, I told him, two different ways. Like, it's, you did what you were supposed to do, but you also can handle it in a different situation. And then,
to me, knowing where he's coming from, the only other option he really had was to be like, yo, stop the cameras, let's go outside.
Facts.
Because just like being a dude in LA, you just can't let somebody call you a bitch like that.
That.
It's just not gonna work. Let's be real.
I can't, bro.
You can't.
And that's why I fuck with Adam. Anywhere else, nigga would have been fired.
No, but
I just know where you're coming from,
Vlad would have fired you for sure.
Look, that's a great understanding that you have about that, because.
Shouts to Vlad.
I'm wondering how Vlad would have handled
it. Now, one thing people don't know too, so we can get to this just a little bit. There was a lot of things behind the scenes regarding that too.
Well, like at the
live show. At the live show, I didn't tell him I ever had no fight with Kelpy. I'm like I told y'all before earlier. I'm not a nigga who get into something and call him. He gotta find out. He gotta text me. If he don't text me, I'm not finna tell him. No cap, because I'm gonna handle my own shit.
And at the live show, Pun was asking a question, and he said, "What happened?" All he said was, "What did he say? What happened when you?"
What's up with that Kelpy shit, cuz?
Yeah.
See,
that's what the fuck he said.
But that was how. You understand? And me not knowing, and like I said, remember, ignorance will put you in certain places. Now, ignorance is just to not know. We all ignorant to a lot of things, all right? I was ignorant to the fact of already what happened, right? But I didn't like how the thing was, how the question was posed. Because if you're
not knowing, you're thinking that it's just some straight
it's how he said it,
right?
though. No, how he said it. It was almost like he was banging on him.
And you didn't know that he had already known.
He doesn't even know who
I didn't know. Number one, I didn't know.
Because you know Pun for years.
Yeah,
I never knew who that man was. I didn't know nothing about Kelpy. It sounded like to me that he took the moment to almost bang on him, right? Just from a ignorant perspective of me not knowing anything about pun nor the Kelpy thing, right? And how he said it, because I watched the video after. Hey, yo, Monty, what's up with that Kelpy shit, cuz? So it's like you just hear that and you just, you be like, damn, like what the fuck is that about? So I was just standing, with some of my partners, but I excused myself from talking to them. And then I went over there by myself, as a gentleman, by myself. I was with people. And then I asked him, what was that he said to Suspect? That's it. I wasn't diddy bopping in the street like that dude that came to my house with the gloves on. It was like, all antsy. It wasn't like that. I simply asked him a question, because I was actually my boy Scar. He was in the back, and he know how it got spent. How I see certain things. Is this one thing? It's just like, which I would love to clear this up. It was one thing. It says, Almighty's dad comes to no jumper set tripping on everything. Get the fuck out of here. That's some fucking bullshit.
That's a good YouTube title, though.
I know, but this is what I'm saying about this clickbait. It still make me look in a certain way, and it didn't happen like that. You feel me? Now, okay, here's another question that I would like to pose. If it was only me and this gentleman there, how the fuck anybody know about any of this shit? I didn't tell nobody nothing.
And that is true, because the people he was talking to beforehand were my partners. It was my little brother and shit who he was chopping it up with.
Smokey.
My bro. Shouts to my brother Smokey. So yeah.
Feel me?
I don't remember how that came to light on air.
Okay. Anyway, so listen.
Niggas don't own
I can see. This is why I'm trying to figure out, how did this shit become, number one, public, or how did anybody in the building know? I talked to one man through man-to-man, like on some man-to-man shit. I never said nothing to nobody. Like I say, I was with people. I didn't even tell them. I didn't tap my homies. You feel me? Hey, walk over here with me. Nah, it wasn't like that, because I didn't go over there like that, But how I am, like my boy True was telling me, some people sometimes misconstrue assertiveness for aggression. You can be assertive. I'm very assertive, but I wasn't trying to be aggressive, because if I was, I would have tapped my boys and said, let's go over there. I didn't. I went over there by myself.
Yo, we just hit 400,000 subscribers right here on the Clips channel. So if you want to help us out, click subscribe, get us to 500K. Yeah.